It's 51 degrees, 5:07 a.m. Right here there's a little bog and a leak that runs underneath the road. Tried the boggy side, but really, it don't look too bad. Maybe I'll try down there more, but I think I'm gonna, I don't know, actually. Stand up on this rock and cast through. Well, we'll stand right here on this point and just cast into the mouth of the culvert, see if there's any trout hanging out. Okay, there's fish in here. First cast, I got crushed. I can't tell what it is, but there's fish in here crushing the worm. Oh, I feel like they might be chubs. I just got it swiping at like basically the top of the water for it, so yeah, we'll try again. I didn't expect to get crushed on the first cast, but hey, I'm not complaining. Oh, come on. I don't feel like they're very big, right? They get the hook. Even if I just catch chubs today. Just something to make getting up at 3:30 a.m. worth it. Come on. I know you're in here, fish. Just please keep biting. Oh. Yeah, I got to see it. I think it's chubs. Creek chub. Oh. Pulled that one out of the water. I'll have to go back to slow-mo. Oh, that was a bigger one. Ooh. What? No way. This one's a trout. Oh, this one's a beautiful trout. Oh, dang. Isn't that a beautiful fish? Oh, that's really too bad I got one of his eyes, too. All the other ones were signs of chub. But there's trout in here. That's an amazing sign. We're gonna let him go, though, because he's probably not big enough. Unfortunately, like this little one did get hooked in the eye, but we're still gonna let him go. And caught him right here. We'll release him right here. Icy cold, early morning waters. Thank you, honey, for the bite. Much appreciated. You just made my morning. Let's dip right back in there, see what else we can pull out. Okay, got the worm reset. Today might be a good day. This is deep spot in front of this rock. But yeah, I could be really careful for snapping turtles. Right on the other side, I saw a great big one yesterday, so gotta be careful that we don't jump into one. I kept getting crushed, and I doubt it was just that one trout. I don't even really care what I get next, as long as I get bit again. That's the big pool where I caught him. We're gonna go downstream. I like the shoreline, how it's rocky like this. It's a lot easier to walk through than ferns and everything. Oh, it looks like it turns up ahead and gets deep. That looks really good. I ain't gonna go too far, but I definitely need, as you can tell, This has been freshly caught right beside this brook. Hopefully it didn't get destroyed. I definitely gotta wet my line right here though. I mean, you think if there's trout right there at the culvert, there'd be some downstream too. Yeah, I need to put bug spray on. They're worse down here. I can't believe it. I would have bet anything there would have been trout. A trout or any fish right here. I feel like I gotta get in between these rocks good. Deal. I keep saying all these spots look good, but really it just looks the same all the way down. I ain't seeing any signs of deep pools. It's all just like this. I don't see any like deep pools where there'd be a bunch of trout gathered. It's all just these small spots where you might get a solo trout here and there. And it basically just goes as far as you can see. And look. It's like an underground cave thing. I don't really see much for signs of deep spots. I'm down here a little ways. I'll slip through around here and try this spot, and that's really where my journey will end, because I ain't seeing no signs of any build-up spots or pools or anything, so this is probably the last spot before we turn back and maybe fish upstream of the culvert. I just got nibbled right here. Right in this stupid little crease thing. Oh! Did again. Come on, honey, please come back for it. You only hit the worm twice. I'd really love another fish. Even if you're just a ding-dong little chub. I really don't care. I'll take it. What fish it was? Oh! Oh! I think that was a trout. I think that was a trout, guys. And that's the third time something's hit the worm. Okay, is it awkward if I let that sit like that? Okay, he's struck for it. Once or twice more. He's just only hitting every, like, on very rare, long, you know, he's still here, he just isn't hitting it a whole lot more anymore. I've got 2 nibbles off cam in the last few minutes. We'll see if we can commit enough to actually get the hook though. Well, I don't know, I've been what? Close to 10 minutes? Messing with this trout. He's hit, I don't know, 7 or 8 times. He's went for the worm. He probably just isn't big enough to, you know, get that hook. Might run in a big hook, but he's a really tiny trout. So, I don't know. I just can't seem to get myself to turn around. Oh, maybe it was worth it for that one spot right there. That looks super deep. Alrighty. Let's see if we can't hook up. It's deep. Oh! Dark water. And we just did the thing. Oh! Oh! That thing was so tiny. Didn't even have the hook. I don't even know what it was. Maybe a really young trout. Feel they'd be trout in this deep spot. How it gets real shallow right there. I mean, I did get one little nibble under that stump and pulled out either like a little bait fish or a baby trout. You know, so tiny it just sucked on the worm and suction pulled them out of the water. They weren't hooked. It's from like 2.5 feet through there to like 2 inches. Holy smokes, and it gets deep again. I only got like a tiny speck of worm left. So I really gotta turn back. I can hear the skidders really close, but I'm really deep in here. There's something right here. Just another like 2-inch trout. I'm just nibbling at it. I pulled up and saw a little bit of gold coloring. I don't get it. None of the trout in here I've seen all day have been over 6 inches. The one I caught's the biggest I've seen. That's probably why I caught it. It's because it was just big enough. Okay, yeah, I think this is honestly gonna be where it really ends. I just want to check. Yeah, I mean, look. It just turns into, you know, there might be more trout in there, but it don't seem like there's any size. Plus, I got a half mile of brook I can fish back up anyway. Yeah, it's definitely ain't gonna be getting up in there. You know what's crazy? Out here I have 2 out of 5G signal. That's better than I do at my house. This might be a joke and a half, but hey, I got all day. Yeah, the furthest I went was like down there, right around that bend. Bigfoot's probably out on his morning stroll, like, what the heck, I got people cutting down trees, and now I got this random kid from YouTube catching all my trout. What the heck, man? I feel it's worth it to try it right here one last time. That dumb little spot right there. You know, I had this one little hungry, aggressive trout come at it, and he's got, I don't know. Oh! Yep. First thing. He hit again. Maybe he was like, heck no, never mind. After that one hit, but he's still here. The trout in here are so tiny, too. I've had 3 verified where I actually see the fish since the one I caught first thing earlier this morning. I'm covering a lot of ground though, headed upstream. There's a few spots I just wanted to double dip in, just to make sure, like this one. You know what? Oh. There could be trout lurking literally under my feet, do you not know? Oh! You guys just see that? There's another baby, but it's heck still a fish. And it hit it too. And it went in under that rock. Come out, crushed it in the sand where I could see its darker coloration, and went back in. I mean, I could get working hard for trout, but working hard for a couple nibbles from trout under 6 inches, it's not really worth it. It's not supposed to work like that. You know the good spots I've tried? gonna go try the other side. Going to try this side of the culvert. Not as healthy looking, but might still be some heck even chub or sunfish sitting around hungry. Alright. Got a little chunky trout in the culvert. First dip in like half an hour. That's insane. And he was just hooked in the jaw too. See, he absolutely inhaled that worm. That's good though. Had no action there, and a trout. First dip. Just cast it to right there and spin casting, crushed it. That's weird that happened to his fin. I don't know, maybe he got attacked. He's too small to be a stocky. Ain't no way they stock him in here that small. Yeah, cast it right there and he hit about right there. I've only been fishing off cam for just a couple of minutes. Thank you, honey, for the bite. It's much appreciated. There she goes. Fished that for, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. And, yeah. First cast back in the culvert, and, oh geez, almost 2 hours since I casted last in that. That's a different trout. That's a good sign though, that's sweet. I'll just sit here and jig up trout all day, I guess. If I can. It's been a few. Let's see if any more trout have come into the pool with an appetite. Oh, I got nibbles. That's a good sign. That was 1,000,000% nibbles. Oh, I just pulled it out of his mouth. See if there's a... Oh, what? Huh. I just had this sitting, and I started reeling, and I felt a thump. This is a creek chub. I told you I thought I saw some chub in there. It went from like super slack like this to like a little bit of slack. And I thought something was on it, and you know, just this little tiny pool, and got this creek chub. Cool. First sign of chub in here. I thought I saw some in here. That's the third fish out of that little spot in the culvert. It's crazy. I don't really think there's anything in here right now. Maybe they'll come from upstream or get washed in from the culverts, from the bog. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it and come back in 20-30 minutes. Right here's like the common slug. It's just a snail without the snail shell. Wonder how one of them would use for bait. Me, my cousin, my little brother, when we were real little, filled a whole like 2.5 gallon pail just full of them, and in the morning they were all over the sides and, you know, crawling out from overnight. And I wish I would have got a picture of that bucket way back when we did that. It was gross but cool. Headed back to try again. It's been 45 minutes since I caught the chub. We had some rain, but it cleared up a little bit, so we're gonna go see what we can't catch, if anything's back in the little pool. Normally, I wouldn't really film the first cast, but the way this place works, I probably should. So, been 45 minutes, just about on the dot since I caught that chub. This definitely isn't your everyday bass fishing trip, for sure. I dropped this in for a millisecond. It hit it. I didn't even know what was going on. I couldn't see what was going on. I pulled a little tiny one out of the water and he come off. Day in the life. Twitch trail he's running just follows the brook. Me just now realizing my worms aren't in the lunch pail like I thought they were. They're right here where I set them 2 hours ago when I put that worm on. I've been down here twice since, how'd I not know? Anyway, yep. Ooh, giant brown, giant snag. I've been snagged in a spot like this all day, but I've been able to get it out. Done the release trick, every trick I know and ever have done. Just gonna go get pliers and keep my snap swivel, and I already got my sinker off. I'll just lose the hook, but gotta package it on. I should be able to save the snap swivel. The sinker's already in my pocket. I literally reached down and twisted it off. The rubber. Happy Creek, couldn't just get out of here. Couldn't just give me my hook back. Oh, I see everything. Some type of claw. Well, one less hook for the arsenal. The brook did get something out of me. See, like, the hook isn't even that big. Just a little tiny hook. But the trout don't manage to get it. Yeah, fresh worm on there. I feel like if I was like an evil trout in a cartoon, that'd be like my lair. Okay, we're back. Maybe just... Oh! He broke the surface for it. As soon as it touched the top of the water, he crushed it. Oh. Oh! Yeah, it's a little brookie. Let's see if we can't get him to choke it so we can land him. Yeah, he might be all done now. There's another mini trout that I've had hit me 2 different times today. But we'll see if it wants to come back and commit again. I don't like this spot. I'm just fishing to kill time because I got nothing else to do besides play on my phone. But that's not an option if I have an opportunity to fish. Progress. Every time a rock falls over, put one on bigger, stronger. Now, an example of how much water is being held back. You know, there's still quite a bit of water right here, but there's a lot more right here. Now we're just gonna spring a... Okay, you can tell that's just sucking out as much water right there as it can. See that? They're getting quite the pile. It's 2:45. We're gonna walk the brook some more and go down further than we have yet. Where it's grown in, I want to see if it opens up. Teamwork to get that big old pine limbed. When somebody mentions Maine, I hope this is one of the images that pop up in your head. Because this is Maine. Brooks, forests, and mountains. Okay, that's not at all creepy. This is the furthest I've ever been in here in my life. I guess I could just word it like, furthest I've been in here today. It gets really tight the further you